So we're on the LYCAON TRX 2.0. So it's a 12S 4P battery, rated at 621 watt hours. So I'll put that up on the screen. Just kicked off the range test on the 115mm rubbers. We've got relive tracking as well as the remote. So we're at full charge and about 0.7 kilometers in so far. So we'll check in later. So I'll be expecting, probably will hopefully not be too shy of 40 kilometers today. The board's rated for 48 to 55, but I would assume that's on the 90mm wheels, so I think the 115 rubbers will cut that down a bit. They're a 78 durometer, so pretty soft. Got a furry friend at the golf course here. So I'm just doing my normal riding style on this board. I like to head around in high gear. It has 4, so Pro obviously has a bit more torque and higher top speed, but I think it's a true reflection of the wheels if I just use my normal riding style. So I'll put the average speed and whatnot up at the end of the ride. Three K's in, still at 5 bars. Cruising along. This path has quite a few little bumps made up of little stones and whatnot, and you can certainly feel the cracks. Not too much worse than pneumatics though, and certainly the little bumps really get absorbed well by these wheels. It's 27 degrees out here today. It's quite humid, January in Sunshine Coast of Australia, so whether that has an effect on the board and the battery life, I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. It's mostly a flat ride, and then I'll be taking it on up the coastline today, and I'll put that on relive when I get back home. And you can see the elevation, but not too much today, only a couple little tiny hills. We're about to go over a little bridge up here now, so we'll see what the vibration's like on the wooden joins there. I really can't say there's too much difference compared to the pneumatics on here. Really impressed. I've been over here with hubs, and boy, night and day difference with the rubbers right now. We got a good little terrain tester now. Comparing to the urethanes, and especially on a hub, even the 100 mils, you certainly don't feel too much at all, and especially on a range test like this, it all contributes to that foot fatigue. I never go on super long rides. I probably cap it around the early 20 kilometers, but yeah, so I certainly feel it regardless, so every little bit counts. Let me know what you think of the mic quality. I've just got the GoPro 9 Black here with the media mod on, and if it's worthwhile to invest in a Rode Wireless Go or something similar, let me know what you think, or if we can get by without investing the extra money. We've just gone down our first bar, and we're 7.1 Ks, so not bad mileage so far. Just working that out on 5 bars, we're looking at 35 Ks, so Obviously not going to run it into the ground to completely 0%, but I'll keep going until I get some warnings and it starts telling me to stop, because you never want to get to 0% on these sort of batteries for longevity. So I'm planning to do a follow-up video to this and do a little bit of a comparison between the 105 clouds, the 110 wind wheels from Beast Board, and these 115 rubbers. These ones are from LYCAON, but the Onsra ones, they all appear to be generic, unbranded, all appear to have the aluminium cores as well, so good quality. I did notice when I received mine, one of the pulleys wasn't in straight until I got it on the board. My fault, but just check that if you do plan on picking some of these up. Lots of little winding paths around here, and I'm just finding the grip on this setup great with these wheels. And these fresh white paths, really great to open it up a bit. Cracking about 40 k's at the moment, smooth as you like. Got the airport behind me here. Now Sunshine Coast International Airport. Mount Coolum in the background. Might have to come to arrangement and do some speed tests on the new runway. Dreaming. Another check-in, we've just dropped down another bar, 3 bars. I might have missed that by 500 meters or so. Chatting away. Sorry, I just had to jump off there because the path still hasn't been repaired. When I had the 155 pneumatics, it actually still managed to take a little chip out of the bottom of the board, which I was a bit annoyed about because it's such a beautiful carbon fibre deck. As I was saying, we just dropped down a bar sitting at 13.5 k's, so can probably fairly say that was 13 k's when we hit 3 bars. No dramas at all through the grass there. I did just have to have a quick break to clear something out of the back trucks, a big piece of bark or something, but it's the second time on this ride so far, and you certainly do notice the difference in terms of clearance. Obviously the last wheels I had on this setup were pneumatics, so unfair to do a direct comparison there, but this is often going to be a happy middle ground for people, a semi all-terrain wheel. A lot of people either be looking at this one or the 120 clouds. I don't have 120 clouds, but I would say so far into this ride I'm preferring the 115 rubbers over the 105 clouds at least, and I've heard there's not too much difference between them there. Beautiful piece of track down here. You just have to be careful on the smaller wheels, 90mm and whatnot, to be careful of things, because the trees generate so many shadows. You can't always see those little rocks and other debris that can often send you flying. I did just forget to resume on relive, so I lost about 1 kilometre, but between the board's odometer and relive, we should be able to still get a fairly good idea of what sort of distance we've done. So we just dropped down to 2 bars and we're at 19.2 k's, so it's probably time to head around, turn around and go back home. Grass is a bit wet, so don't want to accelerate too hard there. I've come off not too long ago, so I'm still healing from my wounds. So we've just clocked 22 Ks, still sitting at 2 bar. So fingers crossed we'll make it back home. So I just got the buzz on the remote saying 25% voltage, and we're at 24.8 kilometers. So not traveling too bad at all. Probably still about 8 kilometers from our starting point. So it'll be a good test at this point to see how we go. So we're at 27 Ks and rocking along at 35 kilometers an hour, and it's still showing 2 bar. Traveling along really well. So 27.6, and we just got notification we're down to 1 bar. Probably still about 4 kilometers as the crow flies from our starting point. So we should make it. Might just have to lay off a little bit. I'll keep you updated. Definitely noticed since hitting 1 bar, lost a little bit of that torque. Still up at 34 kilometers an hour at the moment, so still cruising at a good pace, but just that initial burst off the line at these stop signs and give way isn't quite there anymore. So taking the shortcut back to starting point. Most of the way I've been going today on the walkways has been quite stop-starting patches. It's a Saturday afternoon, lots of people out and about walking, so gotta be expected, but it definitely takes a toll on the battery a little bit, I think. We are showing at 0 bars at the moment, still got power. We are 29.5 Ks in, so not too far away from the starting point. We'll see how we go. Not holding my breath though, might have to walk a little way. Alright, we're still plodding along. Put it into the lowest gear just to make sure we hopefully get there, and got about 1 kilometer left to go, and it's happy to do about 20 Ks still in low gear. Not going quite that fast at the moment, 18, 17 and 30.8 Ks. This path here next to the golf course is a really good path to test wheels on different terrain. This has got a lot of cracks and holes and super bumpy, and the tree roots are under the concrete. Not advisable to come down here late at night, but these wheels are better than my pneumatics on here because of all the little tiny bumps. Would have been nicer to do that with a little bit more battery, go a little bit quicker, but I reckon this brings us to the end of the ride. We'll call it there. I'm not comfortable going too much further on a low battery, but this is where we started anyway. So that's officially 31.4 on these wheels. Pretty happy with that. So the initial guess at the start of the video was 35 Ks. That's not based on much. It was just a bit of a guess based on the stats on the specifications on the LYCAON website. So we got 29.8 on the app. We'll finish there, and obviously we lost probably 1.5 kilometers, so it matches up fairly well to the 31.4 that we got on the remote, if you can see that. So cheers for watching. It's my first video, so please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Cheers.